What's up, y'all? Welcome back. So, my name is the Gifted Oldine, and I do readings about whatever I feel like, about the ancestors, about African spirituality, about true crime, mysteries, and so forth. I also have a podcast called The Hood Prophetess, The Gifted Oldine, where I speak about my journey. I just posted a episode about a week ago, um, and I'll be releasing another episode this weekend. Um, if I even post this video at that time. But yeah, I'll be releasing another episode about my first mounting or possession by a spirit um, in church. So that sounds so. If you don't know about it, then it sounds so weird or it sounds so creepy, but it was actually a beautiful experience, and it actually opened me up to African spirituality and got me into being initiated into Haitian Vodun. So, yeah, I am Mahunsi, which is the assistant to the Hungan and the Mambo, which are both voodoo priests, high priest in Vodun. So, yes, that's what I am. That is my background. Um, and I divine, not just tarot read, I divine. So, look into that. I'm going to do a reading today about the Springfield 3. Move this over here. This story is crazy. It's been, I think it's the 29th. It's been 29 years, almost 30 years since these women, three women, a mother and her daughter and the daughter's friend, have been missing. And I should have had it already pulled up. Springfield 3. Um, there's a lot going on with this case because it seems that there were other circumstances involved that also kind of hindered the case in it being solved because the friends and family members that were involved in the situation did kind of contaminate the evidence of the women when they found that these women were no shows. The girls who graduated um, the night before, um, let me look at these dates. Hold on, let me pull something up. I mean, beautiful girls, beautiful, really beautiful girls. They've been missing since June 7th, 1992, from Springfield, Missouri. Cheryl E. Levitt, Suzanne E. Streeter, which they call Susie, and Stacy McCall. Okay, it's Susie and Stacy were really, really close friends, and the girls had graduated on the night of June 6th, and so basically the girls, Stacy and Susie, were supposed to go back after they went to a party. They went to a party that night that was like in the neighborhood or whatever. They went to a party that night, and it was one of the many parties they were supposed to attend that night. I believe they were supposed to attend about 3 parties that night. It was graduation night. We know how that goes. So they were making their stops, and they had stopped at a party. It got shut down because of a noise complaint. The girls went back to Janelle's house. Janelle's one of the girls that they went to school with, and that was their friend. So Stacy and Susie went back to Janelle's house. The plan was to sleep there. They didn't really plan on going out again. After that, they were pretty much done for the night. So, after it was shut down around 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m., they had went back to Janelle's house. But when Susie and Stacy realized that Janelle was going to have them sleep on the floor, Susie opted that they go back to her house because her mom had just gotten her a king-size waterbed. And so Janelle's mother she overheard, this conversation and, them, creating this new plan. So they both came in 2 different cars. Stacy came in her own car, and Susie had her own car. And Stacy was going to follow Susie back to her house. And then they said that they were going to return to Janelle's house in the morning so they can go to the water park. And it was about a 15-minute drive or so to Susie's house. But Susie and Stacy didn't show up in the morning, and Janelle called Susie's house around 8 a.m. to see what time they were going to come, but there was no answer, so Janelle just left a message. So after Janelle didn't hear anything from Susie and Stacy, after waiting several hours, she decided to go over around 12:30 p.m. And her boyfriend Mike was there. Not already there, but he went with her. And when they pulled up, all three of the women's cars, one had a Porsche, Cheryl had a Porsche, Susie had an Escort, and Stacy had a Corolla. She went to the backyard, and nothing seemed unusual to her at all. So the house looked in order. Susie's room was a mess, but that was, the character of Susie. However, all three women purses were stacked in front of the bedroom door. Janelle also saw Susie and Cheryl's cigarettes. Both women were chain smokers and wouldn't have left them behind. Still looking around for any sign or note from her friends, the phone rang. Janelle answered it and immediately and the person on the phone was a man. He started to immediately make sexual innuendos. So let me write this down. Oh, I already wrote this. Who was on the phone? Does the man on the phone have anything to do with the lady's disappearance? Let me just keep that there. Okay. So she answered the phone. She didn't get a name. She didn't get any information about this person. The man was just saying weird shit, and so she hung up the phone. So she hung up, and then the man called again, and then Janelle hung up on this man for a second time. She didn't really listen to what this man was really saying on the phone, what he was talking about. So, and there's no type of other evidence that, either the police may have some evidence regarding that and they haven't let the public know what Janelle actually heard on the phone, but there's nowhere that we can locate what Janelle actually heard that man say on the phone. It just says that this man was saying sexual things, sexual innuendos, and then she hung up the phone. And that he called back again and she hung up on him again. So there was a lot of people coming to the house. Stacy's mom came over, and one of Stacy's sisters went over to Susie's house, and they were coming to get Stacy's belongings. And Stacy's mom name is Janice, and inside the house, Janice saw the answering machine light blinking, and she decided to play it once again, contaminating evidence, and the message was gone. The message was gone. We never were able to retrieve that message back to know what was said on that answer machine, the last message that was there. She decided to play it. She described the call as strange. That's all we got. Unfortunately, the message didn't save. Janice continued to look around the house. Things were making sense to her. Things weren't making sense to her. The purses and car keys were all there. Inside Cheryl's purse was $900. So, and this is in 1992, so $900, what would that be, like $1,300 now? $1,300, $1,500. Also left behind was Stacy's clothes and her migraine medication. She never went anywhere without that medicine. While Janice was still looking around, other friends and family began showing up. This is crazy. So all of these people came, and even though they didn't have that, and they didn't understand it, it was like, they didn't think it was anything wrong. They were just they didn't really believe that anything actually happened to the lady, especially all three of them together. That's kind of like rare, so they didn't really think nothing of the matter. They didn't think anything negative regarding the matter. And they didn't understand that they were walking and stepping and going through an actual crime scene at the time that they were doing these things, and sweeping up the glass, deleting the last message on the answering machine. It's just, stuff they should not have been doing, but they were very, very innocent in their thinking, and they were not conceptualizing that this situation may have been a crime scene. It also looked like all of the women had gone to bed the night before. Washcloths were damp and makeup were on them. Jewelry was left in the bathroom. The beds were all unmade. Stacy clothes, flower shorts, jewelry in the pockets were folded on her sandals next to the bed. Susie's bedroom, her television was still on. Also, two slats and the blinds were separated. It looked like someone had tried to look outside, but nothing really stood out. So, a retired Springfield police captain named Tony Glean told Springfield Newsletter, the only thing unusual about this house was the three women that were missing from it. You had this feeling as you looked around that something was missing, that something had to be missing, but there wasn't. It was just them. So everything was totally normal. Like they just kind of walked out on their own. And their cars were still there. There was some type of strangeness about the way the cars were parked because they were saying they usually Cheryl's car is parked in the carport, but it was Susie's car that was parked in the carport instead of Cheryl's, and they would not like she never parked her car, around the rounded driveway. She always parked in the carport, so they said that was strange as well. There was no hair, blood, DNA, or fingerprints. The glass from the broken lamp had been thrown out, and they had 18 people who had been at the scene before the police were ever called. Searches were conducted on the southwest of town. Fields, wooded areas, and streams were all scoured. They looked for the woman on horseback, in the air, and with boats. Some volunteers even dug up anthills, thinking they could be fresh graves. There was no sign. 47-year-old Cheryl, 19-year-old Susie, 18-year-old Stacy. And see, what we can get. Everything is alleged. Everything is alleged. The first question I'm going to ask is what was going on in Susie and Cheryl's life, which is the mother and the daughter whose home they vanished from. What was going on in Susie and Cheryl's life before they went missing? Let's see. What was going on in Susie and Cheryl's life before they went missing? What's going on? Okay, so I got the Seven of Pentacles here. And then the overall energy is the Six of Swords. That's showing like travel, leaving, movement. I wonder where these women were. Susie and her mother Cheryl, were they planning on moving or leaving the home? It seemed that they had some type of So let me tell y'all something. In this card, if you guys know the story, where's the book? Because this is a story about, there's two women who are dead in the background. You see this hand right here. This orangutan came in through glass. You see the glass broken. Came in and attacked these women, basically beat them to death. I'm not saying that this happened to them, but there were some issues that they had. I feel like there was somebody that had an issue with them. Somebody who was like really, really aggressive had an issue with them. Let me see. It's probably like they were trying to get away from this person and they wanted to. I don't know who this person was. And then I have the Justice card and the Ace of Swords. It seemed like this person wanted to get away. I mean, it seemed like the mother and daughter were wanting to get away from somebody. That was bad. Why am I getting like an ex or like somebody that they were involved in? Somebody was involved in somebody that just needed to be left in the past, or that they wanted to leave in the past, but this person kept coming back. Seemed like this person was asking. There's fear on this lady's face in this Justice card. As you can see this Justice card, and you see there's two men there, and this lady, she had. Hold on, let me just pull the card. And this lady, she has like fear on her face. I wish this would like focus. She looks like nervous, like. So I wonder. What was the fear? What were they in fear of? And I feel like there was. I don't think these pinnacles. I feel like these pinnacles are connections. We're talking about certain connections to people that were not positive. I don't know. It seemed like there was an agreement or something. There was an agreement. I don't think they could keep up with this agreement. Oh wait, this card was in the bottom of the deck. They couldn't keep up with this agreement. Tell me more. What was going on? What was going on at Susie and Cheryl's house before they went missing? What was going on with the home life? It seemed like they were struggling though. Like they were on like a time crunch for something though. Time with like money. I don't know if they borrowed some money or it has to be something regarding owing somebody something. And it was just like connections. Like they were connected to people who weren't like positive people. And it seemed like they were on a time crunch. You know, and it's so funny that the bottom of the deck lands on this Ten of Swords, which is actually in connection with that orangutan card that I pulled with the two women, because this is, in the story, this is how the woman ends up, like, deceased in the chimney, and there's the broken window. The window that's open, that it came in through. What was going on in their life? What was going on in Cheryl and Susie's life before they both went missing? There was a relationship. Okay, somebody was trying to get away from a man. The Ten of Swords is still there. Okay. There was a relationship that somebody was trying to move past, leave. Bad connections. They may have been involved with somebody who made a lot of money. That made a lot of money. It wasn't completely like the legal way, and this card? There was a late relationship. Ace of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. One of them were in the relationship. I believe that they were probably, before I say it, okay, this person was an older man, and it seems that the mother was really worried about her something happening to her daughter because of this person or this guy that she was involved with. With this Four of Wands, um, and the Nine of Swords, it just seemed like the mother was worried about what was going on with her, like who her daughter was involved in. That it was no good. Tell me more. What was going on with Susie and Cheryl? What was going on with Susie and Cheryl in their home life? Before they went missing. What was going on in Cheryl and Susie's life before they went missing? Their home life. Somebody was dating a guy. I don't know this deck. A King of Cups, Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles. I think this man made big money. This man made big money. Yeah, but he was a little. I feel like it may be two guys. It may be a younger guy and an older guy, and they may have been dating like a father and a son or something like that, or a guy that worked with an older man that worked with a younger guy, and it was like, they were dating the mom and the daughter. And this is just something that they knew. I don't believe that they were telling anybody about this, because I'm getting somebody that's just this is at the bottom of the deck, so this is like the energy that's behind it. The King of Pentacles. The King. What was first? The King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and then this Knight of Swords. This is somebody that they knew immediately that they needed to cut somebody off. But I believe that the mother was, it came out, I believe that the mother was dealing with somebody for money, or to get some type of financial help. Her just being a single mother and just, wanting to get some financial help, thinking about her daughter, thinking about her own needs and whatnot. This is what she was kind of using these men for. I also had the King of Swords on the other side, because I put two decks together, and then I have the Vice Versa Tarot, and then I mixed it up with another tarot deck. So I have the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles on the other side. So I do believe that this person, there was definitely a relationship. That some men were involved with this, and they were having some type of relationships with somebody, but they were having issues regarding getting money or paying these people back, and whatnot. So these men were not all about love. They were about their money. They were about lustful things, not about any type of real intimacy or anything like that. So I have the Emperor here that came out, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So Yeah, they had let someone into their home that didn't need to be there, that did not need to, and I do feel like it was two people. I don't feel like it was one guy. I feel like it was, a guy, and then it may be someone else, like an older guy, but it may be someone else who was more casual in the picture. But this person did not have good intentions, and they tried to cut this person out, you know, quickly, but that person wasn't gonna. They weren't taking it. Let me see. Okay. I'm not gonna put these cards up. I'm just gonna put them to the side just so it won't be so messy. Okay, so I want to dig more into. I can somewhat read playing cards, but not really. I'll be kind of picking them up and putting them down, and I'm like, oh, they're very, very. They read, that's a more detailed kind of reading from playing cards. But let's see, these are the Gypsy Witch. See what I can get from this. What was going on in the girls' home, Cheryl and Susie's home, before they went missing? Tell me more. What's not being shown, or what's not being said about this disappearance? Yeah. Okay. So with the ten of clubs and the ace of hearts, the ace of hearts, there was somebody around that they didn't really that they shouldn't have trusted. This one here is the fox, and this is somebody that they should not have trusted. This person is seeking to betray you. Distant. If you're distant, it's less dangerous. So they were trying to get away from a specific person, like persons or people. Yeah, and that's really like the cause of this shit. It's two men involved. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing two men. Hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing that they were planning on moving, or they needed to leave. Like they needed to get away. It says right here you see the home in the background, and then once again we see the heart, meaning the relationship, the love. And then we have the stork. The stork denotes change of residence for the better, sooner or later, according to the distance which it lies from. So we see there was something going on with a relationship and movement, like needing to move or get away. This person was very very imbalanced in the way that they would communicate. They would make up lies as they would talk, and they would just spew lies as they would talk. And um, it seems that Cheryl was catching the lies very quickly. She was seeing the lies very quickly. It seemed like they owed money. It seemed like they owed these people money. Yeah. Yeah, this was what's going on with the house. They weren't really, I don't know. It seems like they were scrambling for something, like to do something really quickly. They need to change their place. They need to move. It seemed like they borrowed money or something from someone, and this person was kind of asking for it back, or they lied about this this money, or them giving them this money or something like that. And they asked for it like back really fast, and they couldn't. Then they started to kind of make threats about it, and yeah, it was a lot to handle. I don't really see that. It's like they owed this person money. This is something that they kept talking about though between themselves. They kept talking about it. They didn't want to tell anybody else. They didn't want to scare anybody. They thought that they can have it under control, and that they will, it wouldn't happen. I mean, it would, yeah, it wouldn't happen. The threats wouldn't happen. That they wouldn't be successful. They wouldn't happen. The hangman is at the bottom of the deck, and this looks like, someone playing with their life. So, it seems that there are more clues we that it would have helped if they would have been more open, or the people that they know are more open, because it seems that um, there's clues that the police don't know about, or investigators don't know about, that could help solve the case, regarding like them trying to change residences and why they wanted to change residences, what was wrong, but I'm not getting that there was issue with jobs or anything, but it was like they borrowed money from somebody, and then this person wanted it back, and they couldn't um, meet that demand really fast, because it was just like, I would never borrow it from you if I knew that if I could produce that type of money myself. And so it was kind of like that. So um, yeah, they were working together with somebody. They were working with somebody with the three of clubs. They were just working. They were working with someone. Um, if someone has like an issue with their blood, I'm really feeling like this is Cheryl. Like, this is the reason why this happened. Um, Somebody did not want. It was like, it seemed like someone did not want them to prosper. Like, they didn't want them to truly prosper. Um, Let me see. Put these to the side. So what's my next question? All right. So what happened when Susie and Stacy walked into the home? What happened when Susie and Stacy walked into the home that night? What happened when Susie and Stacy walked into the home that night? What happened to Susie and Stacy when they walked into the home that night? When Susie and Stacy walked into the home, it seems like her mother was. It seems like her mother. Okay, her mother did come to her, and they had a conversation. But it also seems that she was displaying like she was uncomfortable. Like she was. It seemed like she was worried about. She was worried about something. And it seemed like she needed to immediately leave. Or she was talking about that they needed to go. It seemed like that she needed to immediately leave, and that she was talking about that they needed to go. Um, oh, let me see. It seems like there was, like she knew that somebody was coming. Okay, I have the two of cups and the eight of swords. So it just seemed to me that the that somebody was speaking about coming over, because then I have the fool and then the lover's card, and it was like they knew that this guy was gonna come, and that they were getting ready for him to come over there or whatnot, and he was saying that he was gonna come, and it wasn't really nothing that they could do. So it seemed like she was a little bit frustrated about what was going to happen with this conversation, but she also let her daughter know with this two of cups what was going on. She wasn't trying to say much with this eight of swords. She wasn't really trying to say much, but she did feel that you know, it was kind of like she was warning her daughter what was going on. Because they did have company over, but it seems that this guy was gonna come over regardless. It's like he said that he was gonna come over, and that there was nothing that they could do about it. The bottom of the deck is the devil. Okay, he came to talk about what he needed to talk about with them, or he had already a plan for them. No, it was a guy that was coming over when they got up into the house. Um, okay, so let me clarify. Did a guy come over? The King of Pentacles came out, and we already was getting the King of Pentacles from the other deck. So the King of Pentacles is telling me that this guy did come over, because I asked, did the guy really come over? They gave me the King of Pentacles. Yes, this guy really did come over. The Three of Cups is here. Three of Cups. These are the women: Cheryl, Susie, Stacy. Um, Three of Pentacles. He was coming to talk about a situation, fix this situation, see what was going on. I'm feeling like this is the mother with this this high priestess and the Hierophant. Somebody was in a relationship with this guy. It's one of their boyfriends, and I feel like it's the mother's. Um, she didn't really want to be with this guy, but it's like this guy was helping. Um, it was like this guy is helping or something, and so she kind of needed him, or she just kept him around. But the things started to go south really fast, because under that we have the Four of Swords, but there's a burning fire in the background that's letting me know that she knew that things would go south eventually. The Four of Wands. Okay, this is a relationship. Somebody was in a relationship with this guy, okay, that came to the house. I was planning, this person probably came with somebody, okay? So when they came to the house, when this person came to the house, what took place? What else did I write? Okay, so in the whatchamacallit, like the letter, it seems like they all were getting ready for bed because it seemed like they had like their night clothes on, and just the way that they were kind of scantily dressed, it seemed like they had their night clothes on. So it seemed like they was getting ready for bed, that they weren't going to go out anywhere else. And then the makeup on the washcloths let us know that they took off their makeup, so they were done for the night and they were getting ready to, settle in. So what was the conversation that night? What took place when all the ladies decided to go to bed? What took place when all of the ladies decided to go to bed? Okay, the chariot came out. The guy came over. Um, they wanted to act as normal, or kind of let him know that they were going to bed, and they didn't have, like, can we speak about this another night? With the 8 of Cups here, it's like, I'm tired. What are you doing here? Could you come over another time, sort of deal? What happened when the ladies decided to go to bed? I have another damn card in here, so it's supposed to be in here. What happened when this lady decided to go to bed? What happened when the ladies decided to go to bed? This guy came over, because at first it was day, now it was night. Vice versa tarot. The guy came over. He got there. Let me look at Cheryl's picture, because I'm trying to see whose hair is this. This is Cheryl. Looking at Cheryl's hair, Cheryl had this type of hairstyle, this cut. Let me see if I'll find more pictures of her. Pull up some images. This is Cheryl. Let me see if I can insert some pictures here with this haircut. Oh, look at this. This is Cheryl. This is Cheryl's dude. This is Cheryl. This was somebody that Cheryl was dating. Okay, let me see. Wow, does she have friends? Like, nobody knows about this guy? This is crazy. Or maybe he just really well known as a bad guy, and nobody wants to speak up because okay. This man came over. Um, he gotta be well known. He gotta be well known in the community. People have to know who this fucking man is, and I feel like people. I feel like there's some witnesses. I feel like there's somebody that has seen this man before. Maybe not that night, but they've seen like some men being around them, being around the house. Um, yeah. All right, let's see here. It's a man. It's a man. Okay. So, what else questions did I place here? They confirmed. You know, everything's alleged that somebody showed up to the house. So Cheryl takes him outside, and then what happens? This is when it started. What the Wheel of Fortune is showing here at the bottom of the deck is letting me know, like, this is when the events started. This is when things changed. Everything started to go in its own motion for how this night was going to go. And it was basically almost like the crack of dawn. If you see here, it was almost like the crack of dawn when they left. Yeah, I'm seeing it turn into morning. It's turning into another day. I'm hungry. I'm finna order me something to eat. Okay, Justice, Two of Wands. So we got this card earlier. Okay, so I feel that the girls came outside when they were talking. This is Cheryl. This is Cheryl. The guy came outside. Not the guy. The girls came outside to see what was going on with the situation. I believe that the mom, which was trying to go back in the house or walk around the house or something like that, and so the girls came outside to see. Nine of Wands. So, all right. Let me not get distracted. I gotta get used to doing readings in public. So the Nine of Wands and the Full card, as you can see with this, as you can see with this Nine of Wands, what that's looking like. This is the devilish energy that is behind this man or these two men. I feel like there was a higher. There was like I feel like it was two men, as you can see in the Nine of Wands. The guy looks younger, and then there's like this more devilish energy that's like over him. So that's bigger than him. So I feel like this person kind of gave him like orders or told him what to do, or he followed this person's lead. And as you can see with the Full card, he followed this person's lead. But I feel like he kind of popped up out of nowhere as well when all of the ladies came out. I don't feel like it was like a loud argument. I feel like they went back inside. It's like she tried to go back inside the house. I don't believe that all of this story has been released, and I really don't know why. I think that's really, but no, I don't think it's no addiction. But I keep getting the Four of Swords. And the Emperor. It was like they were waiting on the inevitable to happen. So let me see something. These decks. That's the one for you. Okay. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's up. Um, what deck can I pull? Let me pull this one really quick just to see what's going on. let me see here. What messages do you have regarding this case? And what happened to these ladies that night? Like, what were the circumstances? What were involved? Killer had an argument or disagreement with the victim, so there was some type of argument and conversation that was taking place. Research similar crimes in the area to see if they are linked. Let's see here. Perpetrator has behavioral patterns of a serial killer. I don't know. This person is nutty. He definitely had a weapon with him. What's at the bottom of this deck? Because I'm like, how did people not hear? How did people not hear what was going on? Like the light bulb, that whole glass shattered around the bulb, and nobody heard that. Nobody remembers or recalls that. And it's like, I don't know how their houses were set up, but it seems that somebody is not coming forward. That's what I'm getting. Like, somebody definitely has more information, but they are not coming forward with this information of what they heard or what they saw that night, because there's specific information that's really missing from this case. But they had an argument. And this is Cheryl and this guy, and researching Aquarius. Let's see. This is crazy. What was this argument about? Was it about money? What was this argument about? Clarify this. What was this argument about? Ain't that funny? We got this card earlier. This person definitely is, they have some anger problems. Seem like this person came in there and he was not playing with them. Though he did not leave, and there's no evidence, there's nothing that's out of place. Like, he was very serious about his business when he walked in that house, and they knew that this man was motherfucking crazy. Like, this person has animalistic tendencies. He can switch in an instant. You can't really read his energy. When it comes to like monkeys or just the animal kingdom, when you smile at them, they take that as aggression. When you show your teeth, that is how they're displaying aggression to you and warning you not to mess with them. So it's like, you would think you would kind of mix up his signals with the way he would communicate. It's like if he's irritated or something, he has a way of showing it. It's not the typical, or what you would deem normal way of showing like anger, displaying anger. It's more sinister. It's more demonic. Okay, so what did he do with the ladies? Where are the ladies? Let's ask that. Where are the ladies at? Where's Cheryl, Stacy, and Susie? Where's Cheryl, Stacy, and Susie? Where's Cheryl, Stacy, and Susie? So I got the death card for Cheryl. Where's Cheryl, Stacy, and Susie? Death card. Give me more information. They are separated. They are. Everything is alleged. I don't know these people. I don't know. All of this is alleged. Allegedly, these girls are not here. They're not here anymore. Some are under the ground. Some are under the ground near this person's place of residence, or the way they're somewhere where this person frequents a lot, or has been around that same area, like he's familiar with that area. And then there's somebody that's in the water. One of them are in the water. So they're scattered out. They're scattered. What's at the bottom of this deck? Eight of Pentacles. So it seems that he did something with the mother and the daughter together. This is the Empress. Let me face it up. Oh, and then the Judgment. I don't think they're gone. I feel that the conversation outside, I don't know, I have to go back to that. The conversation outside was very short, swift, like, hey, we're really tired. It's time for us to go to bed. We'll talk about this another time. And it's kind of like she tried to walk into the house, and this person budged his way into the house. And there was another person there as well that walked in. This person, Eight of Pentacles usually shows two people. So this is how I divine. So with this, it's letting me know that they work together to place them in, different places. I feel that the mother is with the daughter, and then Stacy is somewhere. She's in water or something. I don't know why they had the decency to put them together and the girls separate, but that's what they did. After this, I'm gonna order me something to eat. Let me see. So what's gonna happen with the Springfield? Let me see. Let me ask this. Does the man on the phone have anything to do with the lady's disappearance? The man that was speaking to Janelle on the phone. Does he have anything to do with their disappearance? Does the man on the phone have anything to do with their disappearance? You know what? You know what? He actually does. I don't even need this to stay on the charts like that, but I'll leave it. I feel like this person has done this type of stuff before. Like this isn't like they made somebody else go missing before. Um, yeah, I got the lovers. This is the guy. This is the guy that she was the 6 of Cups. This is the guy that she was in a relationship with. That Cheryl was in a relationship with, and somehow involved Susie. I'm not sure how was Susie involved with Cheryl's relationship. Let me get this straight. How was Susie involved with Cheryl's relationship? How was Susie involved with Cheryl's relationship? This was a secret of Cheryl's. It's like she tried to protect her from it as much as she could, or she kept lying about it, lying about this person or these people that was around or something. Cause the two of swords, I'm not getting, I'm not getting it. Um, this is nuts. So earlier, I thought that I just seen like another man being involved, but I'm not sure. Yeah, as the, divination kept going forward, I was able to see that. No, I think that it's Cheryl. Like I couldn't pinpoint who it was. It was Susie, Cheryl, was it both of them? But it was Cheryl. Cheryl was the one that was in this romantic relationship with this bullshit ass guy that affect, because I kept getting cards like this. Like it looks like it could be both of them, that had relationships with like two different guys that were together, like that worked together or something. So it's like I don't know. I'm not getting a clear answer for this. I feel like yeah, I'm getting that. I don't think that she understood her mother's direction or real intention with the um, her relationship with the guy. So Susie probably was dating somebody that was, not dating, but like entertaining somebody over there. But it was really like her mom. That was really like her mom's like business, And all this darkness, it's like secrecy, you know. I'm not really getting. And then I have the Hangman. It's like she just thought it was one way, but it was really something more, So she had like a different viewpoint regarding the relationship. She didn't really know too much about it, but it's like she kind of knew of it. Um, but I feel that Susie was talking to somebody as well. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. It's like she didn't tell her everything. Um, Fucking scary. So they're just telling me that they gone, but like what? Tell me more. Like what did he do with the girls? 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 When he came, did he go in the house and bring them out? Like what did he do with the girls? I think I need to use my other deck for that. What did he do with the girls? What did he do with the girls? I feel threats. Um, okay. I don't believe okay, so what they're saying is they did not have to go. It could have been just Cheryl that left. But it was like the energy, and I'm getting this card again. The energy that this man carried is like Susie knew that she had to go with her mama, and it's like Stacy's like, "Oh, this is my friend too. Like I'm going to. Like I'm not finna like I'm going to." But it's the energy that this man carried. The Two of Pentacles is like, and you see these two men. I really, really feel that it was two guys involved, and He kind of led them outside. The last card is the Hermit. He kind of led them outside. And that was history. Like, you know, he did what he did. What's at the bottom of this deck? The bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Once again, Four of Pentacles under here too. It's some guys involved. And then the Three of Cups. Hold on, let me show y'all how it's coming out. So then at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Okay, so and the Three of Swords is also the three women. The three women were filled with fear. They were nervous. They were scared, but they were depending on one another in this moment. They weren't going to let fear let one of them go and the other one go tell or whatever. It was like they had an ultimatum and they chose what to do, and they were going to go after the mother and be with Cheryl. I have the King of Cups here. I just feel like he has a lot of like mental issues, or I don't know. The Four of Pentacles is the guys together, and then you see the three girls here. They get in the car, which is the Chariot. Here, the Chariot looks different in this deck, but this is the Chariot representing, you know, an actual chariot or movement. So this is that deck, and you know, all three women got in there. This is Stacy, Cheryl, and Susie. They got in the car. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands. Let me show you these cards. How demonic do these cards look? Okay. So, yeah, it's like they begin to start to separate the women and do different, you know, things to the women, but they started to separate the women. Why does it have to lead to this, though? I'm not understanding. Why does it have to lead to this? This person's immature. The way that they do stuff or handle stuff, it seems like they're just really, really immature. Like they always have a lot on their mind. This is the energy that they carry here with the Two of Wands. This is the energy that they always carry wherever they go, whatever type of communications that they have. Knight of Swords. You just see this person is not thinking like positively. They have like lower vibration, lower self energy. They are not tapped into that higher self. They just, yeah, very negative. So this is what I'm getting. So let me wrap this up because it's an hour and 20 minutes. Will this case ever be solved? Let's see. Okay, so this mic's still wrong. Okay, so will this case ever be solved? Like, what's going on? Will this case ever be solved? Will this case ever be solved? Maybe. Two of Pentacles came out. Will this case ever be solved? I don't think so. Oh, I didn't even see when the first time I put up this Knight of Swords. But do you see the shovel in the background? He does this before. He's done this before, and he's never gotten caught before. So I don't see that he will get caught again. No. Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, we know that's about just being satisfied, comfortable in your reality, doing what the fuck you want to do. So no, I see that he'll do it again. He'll do it again. No. There's too much that doesn't make sense here with the Seven of Cups. There's too much that doesn't make sense in the Star card. Oh, there's not enough clues here with the Star. There's not enough evidence. There's not enough clues. It's just not. So no, I don't see that it'll get solved. But let me see. Let me pull this deck and see if, uh, what I get. What other messages I can get. Will this case for the Springfield 3 ever be solved? Will the case of the Springfield 3 ever be solved? Victim or victim's family was familiar with the killer. They gotta ask more questions. Interviews with relatives or friends may provide valuable clues. Victim didn't know the killer. Whatever. I'm thinking one of the victims, which is Stacy. She probably didn't know, didn't know. But what I'm getting from victim or victim's family was familiar with the killer is that somebody knew. Somebody knew. And it may not even be the actual family. It may be friends or just people. It may be a family member, but it could be friends as well. Just looking at their circle and how many people that care about them, that they look to as family. I think, what I'm getting is that somebody has to know, but they are too afraid of speaking up, telling what the fuck happened. Interviews with relatives or friends may provide valuable clues. They need to interview. I know that this case they need to go back and interview these people again. And it's been 29 years, and I know that people's memories and stuff are not as acute as they were before, but they need to start asking more questions about what was going on. Because there's definitely more to the story. Somebody definitely has the information that what was going on with these women's life. And I'm like, how do these people have so many people around them, but nobody really knows what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? So somebody has to know something, and like I said, somebody had to see something or hear something because, this guy had his own car. That's why all of their cars were, you know, and then back then people didn't have what's that shit called? Uh, what's that? The door thing. Ding, is it ding or something? I don't know. They didn't have those door cameras those little cameras that you can put on your door. So drugs may be an important factor in this case. So what I'm getting is that this person was involved with drugs, or he did drugs, or he sold drugs. He could have sold it and did it. So that's what I get. All right, so that is the end of the reading. I am tired, my throat hurts, and I'm hungry. I'm gonna order me something to eat and chill for a second, do some research. Oh, shit. All right, so I had a dream last night that my cards were alive. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm so happy that you guys stayed the whole time. It took me, how my readings start off. They start off slow and they kind of build, then they build up. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and being here. Love y'all, and you are very, very loved. No matter what the world tells you, be safe.